the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Amen.
On the day that we commemorate Jesus' solemn entry into Jerusalem, we also read the Gospel of Jesus' passion and death. It's quite a contrast as we move from the hosannas and palm waving that accompanied Jesus' entry as Messiah and Son of David into David's city. Then the same crowd in the same city shouting, "Crucify him," after choosing to set the murderer Barabbas free. You would think that a carpenter on a donkey and a ragtag group of fishermen leading a procession through the city wouldn't make much of an impact. In most cases, it would have simply gone unnoticed. But it seemed that the religious and Roman leaders were threatened, so they quickly arranged a way of getting rid of Jesus. Even worse, it was one of Jesus' own mates that provided them with the opportunity. Palm Sunday is also our great entry into Holy Week, the week when we cherish the memories of Jesus, who, as described in the Gospel, loved us to the extreme. We hear words from the prophet Isaiah that more closely resemble the messianic mission of Jesus than the story and memory of King David, whose glory was in the hearts and minds of those in the crowd shouting, "Hosanna." Isaiah speaks of a servant who learns by suffering, who gives his back to those who beat him, his cheek to those who pluck his beard. It is through these experiences that he has something to say to the oppressed, a word that will empower them. He is in solidarity with all who have been unfairly accused, with prisoners of contents of all times and places, with those facing death sentence of terminal illness, with those whose dignity has been stripped, and those who are crowned with thorns of ridicule and exclusion, and those forced to drink the bitter gall of the self-righteous. Solidarity with the crucified in every way, time and place. Jesus had a word to empower them. From now on, you will see the Son of Man seated at the right hand of the power, coming on the clouds of heaven. A word powerful enough to cause the high priest to tear his robe. Only a Messiah that can feel in his bones the cry, my God, why have you forsaken me?" can convincingly say, "Let it be fulfilled." That is, let God's plan play out. And behold, the veil of the sanctuary was torn in two, from top to bottom. The curtain meant to separate humanity you and I from the divine, our Creator and Redeemer. The veil meant to keep the unworthy from entering into the presence of God was torn forevermore. The separation between human and divinity was closed. As we enter into Holy Week, we remember that Christmas marks the time that the divine came to dwell in relationship with humanity. But Easter marks the time that humanity was raised back into relationship with the divine. These stories are hard to hear, and this should be a mournful and reflective time. But as for all of us who have suffered grief and loss, we know there is a light at the end of the tunnel. There will be a joyful occasion. Amen.